Hang on. I'm going to be going to bed too early tonight. Just warm. It's nice, but man, it's a bit all or nothing this heat, isn't it? That evening. So definitely a warm day. Just been in our garage. It's like, my God, I went in there and it's almost like I don't know what it is, no idea. I'm saying it must be crazy 30 degrees or something in there. You think, wow. In these, it will go soon though, won't it? Soon it will be over. My lot of spare tyre there, look. I'm not even really fat, it's just, you get them, don't you? You get these like tyre scenarios. I'm tired out. Park run tomorrow. First thing, shoot down, do park run with my daughter, and come to work. Go work. 18 people, one person speaks. It's mad. Why are you not speaking? If you're shy, what are you shy about? I'm not horrible. I'll just say hello. Maybe you don't want to say hello. You don't have to, do you? I know what to do. So tight,
But it's not a TikTok.
Not a tip top. Oh. Don't have fun then. Go away. What's this? Grandpa. Well, I am Grandpa actually. These people want to give you money or something to do streaming. Go away on it. Do us a favour, go away. Macaulay Mills. What's that all about? Anyway, right, let's start TikTok off. So who else has had a good day? Must be nightmare in Spain and places like that, mustn't it? It's hot here, it must be hot in Spain, I would think. Maybe this is a taste of the summers we're going to get to come. I don't know. It's a bit too... Winter seems like we have loads and loads of rain, doesn't it? And then it's like summers just seem super dry, which is really not that good for, plants and stuff, is it? Don't be alarmed, you stupid thing. Why's it doing that? Stupid thing. Stupid thing. Oh, hang on. Was it because I ain't got that bit on there? It's driving me mad, this thing. I can't even get it working properly. Keeps wanting to pretend it like... That's better. How's my day? Very good. I walked to swimming this morning, which is about 2 miles, just over 2 miles. Done about 50 minutes swimming, then I run home. So, yeah, all right, really. Hello. I found running home was a bit hard for the first half a mile, quarter of a mile. It was a bit like, oh gosh. But after that, it was just fine, really. So I think I'm going to start doing that now. Even in the winter, I think I'm going to do that. I've got a like a car leather, just to dry myself so I can put my shorts back on. Like a bad day, Gary. I've been out. I went out for dinner. Got invited out for dinner. Love it. It's like, let's go out for ice cream. It's like, well, should I? Do you want to come round for dinner? And I went, oh, go on then. So went out for dinner. My daughter-in-law cooked it, and she school cake. I think it's school cake with Devon custard. Oh my gosh, it's all about spoiled. And then I went around my daughter's, do some weekending. Living the dream, innit? Living the dream. Actually, if you're on social media and you don't have no intentions of monetising it, you're living the dream, I think. All right. All right, Matt. Have you figured the watch out yet? Have you got it sort of, don't know, working? Park run tomorrow morning, so I'm looking forward to that. I spend all day waiting like a tiger and tall grass for your streams. Okay. Huge, which one are you doing? It's called Jeskins. It's a new one that I started a few weeks ago down at near Gravesend. And they reckon they've got parking for 1,000 cars. They don't have 1,000 people, but you have to pay for parking. But I don't mind that because it sort of helps upkeep the park, doesn't it, really? Oh, must take some cash. I've got some there to pay for parking. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know whether to go out for a walk early and then go and do park run, or I suppose I could just get there early and just do I don't know, do a little bit of a warm up or something, innit? Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about being my best viewer and that. Just come in and say hello, mate. You're doing lots of like the tiger and the long grass and don't know, mate. It just don't seem to be. It doesn't seem a bit. It seems a bit odd, and really, I think you should have your name, not Savada or something. It just doesn't sound like your name. Well, unless it is your name, I don't know. But that's my thoughts anyway. So you got the watch done, do you? Which is good. Did you factory reset it? I don't know if I've done it or not. I think I did. Format it. Did you do that? The only trouble with that one, Matt, it doesn't do swimming or walking. You have to sort of say other, I think. Or does it do swimming? I don't know. I can't put my name to the things I say. Well, don't put your name then, innit? How loud's that? Some bit of music so loud, it's ridiculous, isn't it? What? Two lovers, one called Fish. What's the other one called? Philip? Yeah, I think I did. I think I formatted it. I think I can't remember. Love a fillet of fish, mate. They're my favourite. Someone put up like, was it steak, chips, peppercorn sauce, and a glass of wine, red wine or something. Tell me this ain't the best meal, and I went, no, two fillet of fish, chips, a banana milkshake, and 3 Krispy Kreme original glazed donuts. That's my idea of a meal. But didn't we were chatting about like weight and this sort of stuff earlier, and it was 3,500 calories is a pound. So I think you could easily eat 1,000 calories over your your allowance, what you've burnt. You imagine 3 days, it's like, that's 3.5 days of that. That's £1, isn't it? £1 a week, easy. Use lugworms. I've been mostly at the beach. Use lugworms. What? What the heck? What does that mean? What does it actually mean? Is there anything actually to it? Oh, good bait. Oh, I don't fish, mate. I'm not a fisher. I actually like Fisher as a DJ. Is there a DJ called Fisher? Or is it a group? I'm sure it's a DJ. I quite like him, actually. I'm sure. I'll tell you who I do like, and he's done pretty well, is Fish Octagon 56. Watched him on YouTube, on TikTok. He's a bit of he was a car sort of reviewer type thing, and got quite a big channel, but he liked his music. He used to be in his dressing gown playing tunes and say, look at this track from like 1997 or whatever. And, fair play to him. He's on Capital Dance. He's going to Ibiza. He's out there. He's supporting a few people. And I think, bloody good luck to him. My nephew. He's a sprat. What are you on about? Anyway, so yes, I've had a good day. Didn't even have to cook. Love it. You got to go out for get invited out. He's always happy. That's a good thing, isn't it? Why would you not? Why would you want to be sad? I don't want to be too happy because I can't replicate it. So once I get used to a certain level of happiness, I need the next level up, don't I? I want my happiness to be like that, really, rather than like that, because then it's like that's achievable, isn't it? Get above it and then below it. That's me. All right. I'll get him on the breakfast if we don't catch anything. What do you mean on the breakfast? What, making the breakfast? Well, I suppose someone's got to make the breakfast, haven't they? Camping next weekend, yeah. For the Friday and Saturday night. I'll find out when she's coming up. So that'd be good, wouldn't it? Stay in my motorhome. Unless it's this hot, it's going to be like, what? Although the motorhomes actually cool down pretty quick. They heat up really quick, but they cool down pretty quick. So hopefully the weather will be nice Friday and Saturday. Coming home Sunday, I suppose. Free camping, so why not, isn't it? Why not do it? Actually, it's just nice to use it, isn't it? Because you get all these things, you don't use them, do you? Motorbikes, motorhomes, caravans, static caravans. You have all these things, just don't use them, do you? A tent, I don't mind a tent, but no, I'm not really a tenter. I prefer my motorhome. Have you seen the guys who left the dog in the car for 24 hours? Why would you do that? Oh, I haven't seen it. I don't watch the news, Kevin, so... Well, all right, actually. Feel well. I'm looking forward to park run tomorrow. Just deciding how early I want to get there and how much do I want to do before I run it. Because I'm not going to run with my daughter, but I'm going to run back for her. So I'm not going to go over the line and I'm going to finish behind her. So I think I'll blast off and then just come back and find her. That's what I'm intending on doing. I don't understand why you would want to do that. Why would you want to do that to a dog? That's cruel, isn't it? That's very cruel. I've just been in the garage, literally in the garage, and I went in to put the weed killer and that away. I'll tell you what, it was like, my God, this is just so hot. It's hot in here. I've got all the windows open. It's quite nice because the outside is reasonably cool compared to in here. It's just too hot really, isn't it? But it'll soon be winter. And we'll soon be like, isn't it cold now? So you'll be wearing jumpers and thermals and gloves, hats and gloves. $1 million. Well, I've been out, haven't I? I've been out, so I thought I better have a bit of a clean up, wear a decent, half decent t-shirt. It's the least I could do, really. Was you in winter time more? I don't. I prefer dry. Sorry, I prefer dry. not too worried about the temperature. It's more that it's dry. The only thing I'd say when it's like this, it's guaranteed to be dry, isn't it? You know, so you imagine any house that's got a bit of damp in it, that will dry it out, won't it? I would imagine a lot of houses are actually probably got. I reckon you'll find that there'll be lots of cracks appearing in houses because of the way they've expanded in this extreme heat. Well, I think so. I think so. I won't be going to bed late tonight. Definitely going to be asleep by 11 o'clock. Get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's like another day. Doing park run. Got a car going out about 11:30. Just stuff to do in it. I've got 4 cars to put on the website. I think it's 4. All the videos done, all the pictures are done. I've edited the videos, and then I've got to put the shorts up. But I'll get it done, won't I? I will get it finished. What's everyone else doing? What are you all up to the weekend? Any fellow park runners in here? Any park runners? There's only 3 of you. Gonna experiment. I'll be back in a minute. Zombie Nation. Zombie. Oh, right, okay. For you, go away. Park. Perk. Bloody fly. Get out. My staff. Be a bit to show hello. Any talking? Someone's looking. Okay. Right. Now let's go on here. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me send that text. Someone's text. So let me copy that. Copy text. There we go. Copy text. It's not copy text, but copy text. Robert. R-O-B-E-R-T. Oh, idiot. Only one here. You talking or not? You talking? Oh. Copy text. There you go. Tell you, love. Copy and paste is brilliant, isn't it? Right, let's go back on TikTok. There weren't many people watching, and I thought, I'm going to restart the live. Zombie Nation. Two of you. You going to say hello? Say hello? Not saying a word. Hide the chat. Hide chat. Oh, we go. Nope, no one's talking. It's much easier if you talk to me because then I can talk back to you. Unless you just want to sit here. I think I'm going to talk about some sort of like really engaging sort of rubbish or whatever. I don't. I talk about nothing. And actually, it's much easier for me to talk to you if you talk to me. That's my thoughts. Literally just had a text about a car, 9:36. I'm thinking, really? 9:36 at night, PM. But I don't mind a text. That's simple, isn't it? Even a phone call, though, if the phone rang when I was like 1 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to answer. If someone said, I'm sorry it's late, I'm ringing about a car, I'm not sure why I'd be bothered. Why would you be bothered if someone rang you at 3 o'clock in the morning? I don't get that. You know, if you don't go back to sleep, I'm thinking you can't be tired, surely. Surely. All right, Jess. All right, Ant. How are you? I think I replied to your thing. I don't know. Jess, I don't know. I can't remember. I think electric cars are sort of become a bit mainstream now, and it's almost like I don't think we really need to promote them, really. You know, I think when someone is negative and has, like, you know, bad words to say about something, you're better to say, yeah. Because I think most people will make their own mind up. I believe so. I believe that most of us are adults and we would probably do our research. And I think you should always go and speak to someone who owns one rather than just, they're rubbish. You're allowed to think electric cars are rubbish, but if you do, what's your reason for them being rubbish? I love these people say, I'd never drive one. It's like, but you don't have to drive one. I'm not sure why you need to tell me you won't. Imagine me sort of saying to you, that new Mercedes CLK, it's rubbish. I wouldn't get one. Are you going to get one? No. Have you driven it? No. Was you going to get one? No. But it's rubbish. Oh, I think this is ugly, this car. What relevance is that to a conversation? Have you got no conversation skills? You've got to just tell me all your things that you think are rubbish. I think the government are rubbish. It's like, let's talk about cakes. I like cakes. I'm not really fussed about the government. There's too many dickheads voted them in, isn't it? So don't go on about the government. Stop whinging about them. Stop whinging about the boats. Stop whinging about stuff, innit? Get on with your life. Stop worrying about too much other stuff, innit? I don't like it. It's out of order. It's like, don't worry about it. Well, do you know what the worst thing is? That you're absorbing that all into your mind. You're taking so much time moaning about all this stuff that you've got no control over. Instead of thinking, moaning you're unfit, imagine moaning that the NHS wouldn't look after you rather than go for a run. Or not necessarily a run, looking after yourself, isn't it? Weird, isn't it? It's very, very weird. The internet is definitely a place for odd people. All right, Sam? Actually, not really odd. It's just there's so many in there. There's all types of people in there. Weird people, odd people, horrible people, nice people. You there, Sam? Did you know I went to swimming? I walked there actually. I think I'm going to start walking there now. Saves me parking my car. The only thing is if I go shopping, I can't run back with my shopping, innit? I suppose I've got to go, do I need shopping? Right, okay, take the car, because I park in Tesco's. Do I need shopping? No, walk then, or run. run there. My daughter-in-law said, why don't you run there and then walk home? And I thought, I could have done, really. Who's that? N.R.N. Roche? Good man, Gary. I'm all right. I think I'm okay. I think I'm a pretty sort of okay person. Do I know everything? No. Should you believe everything I say? No. Should you maybe get to find me to then work out if you think I'm telling the truth? Yes, I think so. Trust is something I don't know, you earn trust, isn't it? You don't just get it. How's me? I'm all right, thank you. Good day today. How do we deal with guilt? Why would you do something that gives guilt? No, why would you worry about guilt? Never worry about guilt. Just don't do it. Or just don't worry about it, innit? What you got to do is I don't care really. Guilt for what though? What, you lied to the traffic warden? You was actually there for 10 minutes rather than you said I was only there for a minute. Or I don't know, what? You borrowed some money, you ain't going to pay it back, hello? What are you guilty about? That's what I want to know. Stop the boats? Oh, stop that. How am I going to get in then? How am I going to get back when I go on my cruise, mate? What's I going to go to Southampton? They're going to take me off to the Med. Nice holiday with my girlfriend. And they come back and we're not allowed in. I mean, if the UK government really want to send us down to the Caribbean, I'm going to go, go on then. I suppose I'd have to buy a private jet then, though, wouldn't I, to get back, just to get some, I don't know, some stuff, a couple of belts, maybe some tyres, a couple of suits or something like that, I suppose. UK going third world? Well, that's your belief, Bradley. I mean, my belief is like, I've had a good day. Bradley, my belief is today, I've had a fucking really good day. Sold a car, walked to swimming, done 50 minutes swimming. I was going to do half hour. I thought, no, I'm doing 50 minutes here. Run home. Work today. As I sold a car, been really good today. Got the videos edited. Our paperwork's up to date. Someone else has paid a deposit from Scotland. And I went tonight, I had dinner at my son's and I went to see my daughter. So I'd say I'm not worried about the boats, mate. You can worry for me. Anyone who's worried about the boats, do us a favour. Can you worry for me? All right. Anything to do with the government or HMRC or Dubai's free tax, do us a favour. Can you take advantage of all the stuff that you're worrying about, and leave me to have that smug feeling that you're worried about it and I'm not. Imagine that. What you want to do is you want to say, this is bloke on TikTok and YouTube. He's mad. He's absolutely mad. I'm really smug that I'm worried about all this stuff and he doesn't. Land Rover. What? Land Rover? What's this? I'm personally struggling with it. What? I don't know what that is. No idea what that is, mate. I can't even read it. I can't even read it. The fish fillet, mate. I don't even. You see your comment? I can read it. I'm not even going to comment to it now. You probably noticed I've ignored you for a bit. Yeah, I don't think that, mate. If you come up to me and you speak in Nigerian or Finnish or Spanish or something like that, and I thought it was just a pointless conversation, I'd probably just, you're telling me about how they do the foundations on a house in Tuscany. I'd probably be like, sorry, I've got to go. I've got to go and find someone interesting to talk to. Sorry about it. I know it's a bit rude, but I like being rude. Okay? But that's me. That's me. The fish fillet. I don't know why you don't just say, all right, Gary, how you getting? My mate Noz is starting a business. He wants to chop wick. What? This is rude. Absolutely. I'm aspiring to be rude. I'm aspiring to be rude who have people to have the inability to go a normal sentence, string a normal sentence together. I need to be rude because hopefully they won't come in. Charlotte, I'm doing Jeskins tomorrow. The Essex boys were, no, we don't sell Range Rovers. Mate, I wouldn't have any here, would I? If I sold Range Rovers, imagine that. I bought this Range Rover, I've had it a week, and I've been to Land Rover and they want like 30 grand to fix it. What? And I've only sold you the Land Rover for 10 grand. Nah, just, I don't know, don't look flashy in life, innit? Don't look flashy in life. I think look like your wealth there. Look like you probably could afford it to buy that. Look like you you know, your credit card is like no balance, look like there's no overdraft, look like you've got no stresses in life. That's would be my sort of good things. But you don't have to. You can say, "No, I'm worried about the boats. You know, I'm going to max out my credit card. I'm going to, you know, go for a couple of speed cameras. I'm going to, I don't know, owe Vodafone 40 quid and argue and then get a credit, you know, a CCJ against you. Go for all them sort of things. But don't moan to me. Don't moan to me you want to borrow money because you're in trouble. So I'm not really interested. This is a generalisation. So if you watch me, I just want to get it out there. And I don't want to marry anyone. And I don't really want anyone's hands down my trousers. Don't know if that's acceptable, but that's what I'd like. I do think I'm liking coffee a bit too much, really. I used to be a bit of a teaaholic. I don't know, I don't really ever like tea. I do have 2 cups, and I don't know, it's a bit like, I'm not really into it. And I'm thinking I should have another cup of coffee, and I think I need to spice it up a little bit, really. I don't think I don't remember the last cup of tea I've made, actually. Maybe I should have a cup of tea in a minute. That's actually, I really want to sleep with my doors and windows open, but I don't know, really. Probably just smell like some fox would come in and crap. Imagine a fox come in the bedroom, jumps on the bed and craps on you when you're asleep. Probably wouldn't even come in with it, but I don't really want to take the chance, just in case he does come in. Cats. I've not got any cats. There are quite a lot of cats around there, but I've not actually enticed any in. Maybe I need to get some dreamies. And I could be like the local. Gary cares about one thing, and that's Gary. Spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. I need to concern myself with my stuff, innit? Concern myself that, I don't know, that sort of, that will affect me being happy, will erase my happiness or erase my peace of mind. That's what I need to do. But you should be the same. What's that? He's quite feminine in that way. Well, I won't disagree with you. I won't. Why would I disagree? You should never disagree with anyone. Just agree. You know, you can call me whatever you like. I'll say, yep, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I agree. Gary, you owe me a tenner. Yep, I agree. Gary, you're ugly. Yep, yep, yep. You're feminine, Gary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're doing this wrong. Yeah, yeah. It just shuts you down, doesn't it? But that's me. More like it's going to attract viewers. Bothered. Why are we worried how many viewers we got? Only 4 watching anyway. Very low. My figures are low. That don't matter, does it? Who cares? If you had like loads, you can't. I've had it before when there's been loads of people. You can't talk to everyone though. I feel like you're ignoring everyone. If there's lots of people talking, it feels like you're ignoring everyone, which you shouldn't do really. But you can't literally comment to everyone, can you? That's the trouble. I should just go to sleep really, shouldn't I? Just sit here and go, there you go. I guarantee people still watch. How many people do you think would watch if I just fell asleep? It'd be interesting to see if the number goes up, wouldn't it? Eventually in the end you get with it. Do you think they think you're dead? Do you think like this man takes last breath? They're really shallow breathers, they can't see you even breathing. Hello? Gary's groupies. I didn't know any groupies. Groupies? Would I like any groupies? No, not really. Let's say we're going to like wash my car and change the tyre on my car, that sort of stuff. If they're groupies, if they do that, then I'd like some groupies. But if you're not going to do anything like that, or you do my VAT return for me, yeah, that'd be good. What else? Post up all my social media stuff. Tell me what I'm doing wrong and tell me how I can improve my SEO and all this sort of stuff. LinkedIn is the best place, isn't it? There's so many people on there telling you how to do. These people are going to scale them up. I'm thinking, Really, coaches? How many people are doing coaching? Weird, isn't it? Just so many of them. You think, are they any good? Surely, I reckon it's sort of made in such a way that it says, you know, if you work hard, you can do this, you can have that, and if you don't do it, they just say, well, you didn't work hard enough. Best form of exercise that you prefer and use consistently? Swimming, running, walking, cycling, the gym. That's about it. I don't do Pilates. I don't do any spin classes. I don't do any on the rowing machine. I don't do boxing training. So I do those. I didn't go out on my push bike last night because it was too hot, but I run yesterday morning. I've run, I walked to the gym, so I walked to the swimming. I've done 50 minutes swimming, then I run home. It's only about 2 miles, 2.2 miles, so it's not far. Any Tai Chi? No, I used to do karate years and years ago, but I haven't done that for years now. That would be a really good thing if you've got any daughters or young kids to do. Just learn how to, a bit of self-defense, martial arts, it's good. Because if you know the moves, you know where to hit and that sort of stuff. It's pretty powerful. Or sweep someone, isn't it? If you know how to sweep them, you know, step in that circle and you just sweep the leg. Literally, as they go to step in, you got to sweep them, and then you spin them around. They're on the floor, and once someone's on the floor, you probably could like sort of kneel on their neck or something, can you? Or something, you know, to disable them a little bit. But I think it definitely would be good for children and girls and that. Don't be telling me in kata. What's kata? I used to do Ishin-Ryu, which was, I don't know what it was. I don't really know. It was a form. It was set up by this bloke called Tiki Donovan. He was like a British champion and that sort of stuff. Pretty good. And our sensei, master, or whatever you want to call it, Steve, nice bloke, used to go regularly. Then he moved it to a Friday night, which sort of meant that you couldn't go out Friday nights. And I used to go all the time. And then I dislocated my finger one night because I'm not very coordinated, and I blocked, and it but I had my finger out and it kicked. Someone kicked, and I went to block it, and they kicked it, and my finger was like not a right angle, but bent. And I was like, oh my god, have you not passed yet? What, away? Obviously a trick question, mate. So there you go. Plenty of fools thought karate work on the street. Fools thought karate work on the street and learnt the hard way. When you say learnt the hard way, but sweeping someone's, that's going to work anywhere, isn't it? Surely. Our instructor, he'd say, well, step in then. Literally step in, he'd have you down. You know, and you thought, you sort of went to go in with your right, but his reactions were really quick, super quick, so he could just sweep you. You've got to watch, if they step in, you know, with this foot, and you sweep them that way, you're sweeping them into them. But if you sweep it that way, you know, their hands go the other way, innit? And you know, really, what he said, if you come up in a situation, why not run away? Well, why be macho to win? What are you actually winning? Can't be long now, 2 years. What, before I die? Probably. 2 years, you're giving me what, you would seriously take a bet that another human is guaranteed to live another 2 years? Mate, I wouldn't take a bet anyone would live any more than a week or something. I can't believe you would take a serious bet that I'm going to be alive in 2 years. I can't believe it. Why would you take that on? You don't know when anyone's going to die. How do you know that? No. I know you're messing about, but I'm being deadly serious. If you think about it, mate, I'm a bit of a mug. I've bought Silverstone tickets or camping for next year. No, you didn't. You mean pass. You mean die. And now you're trying to change the subject because maybe you were saying, oh, you can't talk about death. It's like, no, I'll openly talk about it, mate. There's no elephants in these rooms ever. We talk about everything. Mental health, death. We talk about it, mate. Why is it sad? It's not sad. It's inevitable. It's not sad. I'm not putting any words in you, mate. You've changed, when you've passed 2 years. What, past the pub? Sounds like you've changed the subject, mate. And also, like they don't have it, mate. It's quite clearly you don't like me. Just block me or report the live. Yeah. Why don't you get the last laugh and just report the live? Well, what do you mean? Mate, then I'm assuming. Well, you say you passed 2 years. What, to pass a pub? What you think I've got? I'm not going to be able. I'm going to pass a pub in two. It's going to take 2 years to pass a pub, mate. Look, whatever. I tell you what, whatever. It's easier. What I'll do, I won't talk to you anymore. All right. That way, look, I find two people that don't really get along. It's much better if they do that. There's no point in still talking. So I won't talk to you. You can talk to me by typing, but that's silly, isn't it? You're trying to talk to someone you dislike. So unless you have the ability, someone who says, "Hello, Gary, how you doing? How's your day been? When you're awake, talk about this sort of stuff." That's someone who probably doesn't dislike me, but you're trying to cheat me into saying things. There's no point, mate. Anyway, look, you've had enough of my attention. All right, my attention span is very short, and I should have little attention span. Fair enough. Oh, look, mate, I would prefer to know that someone's not going to talk to me. So I'm saying to you, I'm not going to talk to you now. Okay? I'm not going to block you. I think you should report the live. That's what I personally think you should do. You should report the live because it'll go off like that. I do think you should report it, all right? If you haven't got enough bottles to report it, it's up to you, mate. Also, hip throw. Show me footage of someone. Get off YouTube, you old fart. Show me footage. Well, I haven't got any footage. I mean, no, look, it won't work then, mate. Look, again, look, I might as well not talk to you, all right? Because look, I've got to be true. I've got to be true to myself. You're asking me sort of weird stuff, all right? And I'm going, okay, look, you're more superior than me. I can't talk to someone who's superior than me. That's me. Any more comments yet? Hello, Anthony. How good? Very good, thank you. I haven't really got any complaints, really. Got a car going out tomorrow. I've got I feel good. I haven't really got any worries. I'm seeing my daughter tomorrow, doing park run with her, so that's going to be a good weekend. Seeing my girlfriend. Sorry. I'm seeing my imaginary girlfriend, because obviously some people believe I haven't got a girlfriend. On tomorrow night, and then I'll come on Monday morning. Well, this is obviously in my sort of my sort of dream world, of having a partner. Okay, because it's not worth me trying to convince people I haven't. I have a wife, correct. I don't live with my wife, she's with her boyfriend. So I do technically have a girlfriend and a wife, which is not too bad for someone who's not particularly good looking, but there you go. And my cars went out this week. Hello. I don't know, actually. Two or three. Got a few around there that sold. Like one we're waiting for the radio to come back. The Kia Niro. That's old customers, so that's sold. I want to say two. I think two have gone out. But I've sold one today. The MG. That's going out tomorrow. I think it's that. We've got all where we're cleaning up the cars, gradually getting the stock sort of up to date, and all the cars sort of done. You could always do with selling more though, innit? Are you introverts? Hey? Good night, gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. Good night. What, are you going to bed? It's, I suppose, look, if you ain't skint and you ain't had too many massive bills come in and you've paid your wages and you maybe bought some more stock, it's not a bad week, is it really? I wouldn't say, I have to sell 3 cars. You really, I think you want to be in a position, whether you're in business or your personal life, that if your boss says, I'm not going to pay you for 3 months, you could survive. You could pay your mortgage, your bills for the more months you can pay that without getting any income, I think the less stressful your life is. But that's me. You bought what? I bought some tickets for elite competition. Underground radio, never won nothing. Guessing EVs are popular customers? No, not really. They're a bit hard to sell, EVs. People are still a bit scared of them. They still think that, they're going to catch light. Their impressions are completely wrong. When you get one, it's just a normal car, really. Won't be again. I went out, Sam. Out. For dinner, and then was it? Then when I went for dinner, then was it? Then I went off to do some weed killing at my daughter's. What time is it for me? It's 20 past 10. Yeah. That is different, but it's okay. What, having a wife and a girlfriend? Garlic, hello. You won't be buying again. Trouble is, when you bet or anything, it's gutting, isn't it? Yeah, if you bought like a tenner's worth of lottery tickets, I'm thinking, I wish I'd kept the tenner now. At least I could have bought some donuts or something, couldn't I? Or put some petrol in my car. The chances of winning are minimal, aren't they? That's the thing. But we still do it, don't we, really? Hey, Gramps, how the hell are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, honestly, about a 38, I reckon. Yeah. Grand Tour return, is it? I don't watch the telly, so I won't be watching it. Not because it's Clarkson, but I just don't watch it. Will I watch the telly again? Doubt it. I'm so used to not watching it, and that's me. Are you still consuming cocaine these days? Yeah. Just a little, I'm going to say something, what's it, GPGG or whatever your name is. I'll call you Cucumber. Cucumber, I'm ignoring you now, okay? It's 20 past 10. I do it every now and again. I've got the app on my phone. Every now and again you think, oh, it's like 100 million or something. You do, I don't know, you buy a ticket. All right, Sandra? Yeah, it's I don't know what it is. I don't know, Jack Jones, I think. I didn't buy it. I don't buy anything posh. For me, it'd be like straight in Primark. When we went away on the cruise, just come back for cruise, didn't we? Come off a cruise, I don't know, end of July, whatever it was. We've got another cruise coming up in 4 weeks. Must be 4. Don't know. Must be 4 weeks. We've got a cruise in 4 weeks' time, and I really like. I think they come from Next. They're just plain t-shirts. They're not quite thin, and I quite like them. And I think, do you know what? I want some of them really. Or go to Primark and buy it. I don't want nothing with like Yamaha R1 or I don't know. I used to do motocross or Boeing or something. Or where I've been, Barcelona or Barbados or Hollywood. I don't want none of that. Nothing. Next is good quality. I don't really care about the quality really. I think if my t-shirt is an iron like that'd be there. Look, it's a bit. I ain't bothered really. I think the day that I worry that my clothes look, if my clothes are dirty, no, that is bad. That is bad. If I smell, that is bad. I don't mean farting, I mean my clothes. If my clothes are clearly got, your pants are sort of just dirty, nah. I don't care what clothes you wear if they're clean. You must be clean, your clothes must be clean. How do you stay clean in this weather? I don't think you do, because you're going to sweat. But I don't really sweat. I don't really smell. Tomorrow morning doing park run. This morning now I run. I walked to swimming, done my swimming, run back. Bit sweaty on the way back, but even I go like that. I'll go, and I'm worried about smelling. I don't want to smell. I think it's dirty. Where'd we go? We went to the Med. Southampton to Southampton. It was quite nice because it was Friday in 2 weeks. Never had that before. This one goes on Saturday, I think. This next one. It's usually Saturday to Saturday, but this is Friday to Friday. No, I don't play golf. I've never tried it because I don't think I'll be any good at it. And I know mates who play golf, and golf is one of them things. Once you start, it's worse than drugs because you will get hooked on it big time. Because the more you play, the more you improve. The problem is it's quite time consuming, and there's loads and loads of golf widows. If you didn't do it, well, I used to do it. I used to do it every time. I used to, every day. It was it was originally just Saturday, wasn't it? Then it was a Wednesday, then a Tuesday and Friday, and I used to do them all. And I was spending 38 quid a month, and I thought I just stopped. I thought, no, I might as well just stop. I don't know what the most I've ever won. But yeah, round the Med. The next one's round the Med. I'm not sure what ports we're going to. Last time we went to Ibiza, Gibraltar. I don't know where. Vigo. Was it Vigo? I don't know. Somewhere in the Med. I never know where I'm going. I'm terrible. I know we have got Rome this one. Well, we haven't got Rome. It's City Vecchia. You get on the train and you end up in Rome. And I fancy doing that. Quite like doing it ourselves, really. Everyone's a bit panicky. Oh, the ship will go without you. No, just make sure you're back in time, isn't it? Take a wad of cash with you. If you take a wad of cash and your credit card or debit card and your passport, say imagine you get stuck there. How are you stuck? You just fly somewhere. You've got your passport. You must be a travel agent. You say, well, can you book me a ticket home? Or can you book me a ticket to Barcelona because the ship's going to Barcelona? P&O last time it was Britannia, this time it's Queen Anne. Funny enough, though, look, I've got I've got these. My girlfriend's only ever been, no, she has been Cunard. Look, got the little map. This is Britannia, the map. They give you one of these maps, and it's like, great. This is my reference of the ship, how I got about. And I would mostly go. This is a Horizon restaurant, that green bit, and that's like you eat all day long. And I would go to the gym, which was there, and I would go to, what was the swimming pool? I was up the front, I think. Serenity Pool and Bar. There up the front there, that blue bit. And that was quite a good swimming pool. Quite a good swimming pool on Britannia, which is nice. The best one I've ever been on was Oriana. Had like a really good swimming pool. And look, these are my cars, look, my cruise cars. That's Britannia. That's and that's Queen Anne. That's what we went on. We went on that in November, and this is what we're going on. This is our next one. This one, and this is what we were on, which is a posh bit. You can do the retreat, which is a thing right at the very front. And what it is, they only sell. So there's 100 loungers. They only sell 100 spaces, and it's quiet. But I'm like, I don't want to pay. I've never had an inside cabin. I've never had an outside cabin. Some people are like, I couldn't go inside an outside cabin. It's something. Get one then. Oh no, I couldn't be inside a drinks package. I'm going, why don't you just buy as many drinks as you want? If you really want, say you go on holiday and for some reason you fancy flying off to Greece for 2 days and flying back, just go down and say, can I have a flight to Greece for 2 days and just come back? I want a taxi around the whole of Ibiza. It's £5,000, but can I do it? What? Some taxi company go, no, you can't do that. Of course they'll go, jump in, cash your money and jump in. So my holidays are always all inclusive because I just buy what I want. If you want something, why are you having it? You're on holiday, aren't you? That's the whole idea of being on holiday. I mean, I don't want an outside cabin. I do. Put it this way, I'm sure an outside, I know what you call it, a balcony. Yes, I'm sure it's lovely, isn't it? But then you look at some of them, it's like the size of like 2 chairs. Then you look at the big ones and you go, oh, look at that. And look at the really big ones. You need to worry about the boats and electricity. The cars are terrible. Electricity, the cars. That sounds like that's the sort of thing. Wouldn't you say if it's a bit grammatic, you don't even put a full stop at the end? I would think that's wrong. I would say like John the plumber, electricity the car. Don't know. I've heard of like Graham the baker, or you know, Elton John the rock star, but I've never heard of what's it? Electricity the car. Cars. No, you got me, mate. I suppose most of the most of the trip for no, it depends how rough it is, doesn't it? It depends how rough. If it's rough, then you will. Last time, I've never ever seen it this smooth. It was just like amazing. It was just like flat. I've never ever, I've never ever seen it like that. That's it. Terrible. The cars. Well, I'd say you want to consume your time worrying about stuff. Can you worry for me? I'll let you worry about the boats for me. All right. I'm going to delegate that you can worry about the boats for me. Cheers, mate. Would you do that for me? Yeah, because you could have two. Do I like a beefer? I've been there. I must have been keen. We went stayed in somewhere, and I run. I think it's to Escanar or something. And it was I'd done a 10k. I run. Everyone thought I was mad. You can't drink the water. I was just drinking the water. Somebody that was out in his garden. I said, he went, oh no no no, and I went no, get. And I went drunk it, and he went. I went, cheers, just ran off. I didn't care. We weren't there very long, really. We went to a beach. We went to this beach, and there's this hotel. It's nice. I tell you, the hotel. I think it's 700 quid a night, so it's obviously pretty a nice hotel. And it had a Hell's Kitchen restaurant in it. I don't know what the name of the hotel is. Didn't really bother taking the name down. What am I going to take it down for? All I know is my girlfriend said, "Well, it's 700 quid a night in there." I thought, well, okay, I ain't staying there then. I think the cruise is pucker value. It's like 200, like 100 quid each. That's 2 quid. That's 2 quid. That's £200 for two of you per night. I think that's pretty good value. Well, it's Hell's Kitchen. The restaurant was a Gordon Ramsay. He ain't going to be there, is he? It's a Gordon Ramsay kitchen, isn't it? He's allowing him to use his name and probably swear at everyone, isn't it? We walk in there and say, what are you fucking doing here? I guess. I don't know. I've never been in one. I'm not posh enough. It did. I mean, it looked nice. It looked pretty straight. They didn't look like there was any towels. You know, it didn't look like any Arsenal or West Ham towels hanging over the balconies. And I'm going, that's probably where I'd like to stay. Would I want to go to San Antonio? That feels like, you know, I'd look what I've done down the toilet, and that's what San Antonio is a bit like that, isn't it? I'd be for Old Town when we went there. I'm sure they've done a parade through there. I'm sure they used to every night they do a parade through, and all the nightclubs are sort of advertising Amnesia and Cafe Mambo and Pasha, and I don't know what the nightclubs are out there. But we see them. We went off on these mopeds, and we went go and look around. And we went to look at them, and during the day they're absolutely nothing. Whether they're still, I mean, Pasha's still going, I know, and I mean, because I'm into dance music, I see all the sort of the posters for, you know, Hugel and Calvin Klein, not Calvin Klein, Calvin Harris, and you know, I don't know, you know, I know, you know, I know the names of the music I listen to, and you know, it is a sort of the party island, isn't it? But I don't go to nightclubs, and I can imagine they're pretty expensive to get in. My understanding is they're not crazy, but the drinks are crazy prices, the water and that. All right, James. That's what my. But then if you're really into dancing and you just love that sort of music, and you might want to go and see one of these DJs, isn't it? You may want to go and see one of these. You know, you may have always wanted to see Carl Cox, and he's got a residency over there, and it's mad. You know, it's like they fly out there for a Thursday night and they play a residency in whatever, and then they're back over here, and you think, wow. Yeah, is that where I thought, is it not Cafe Mambo? There's one, and I'm sure it's like and they all congregate there for the sunset. Is that in San Antonio? I don't really know it because I did go there, but is that where it is? See, I wouldn't mind that because that sounds like you don't have to get, you know, you don't have to get geared up, and you ain't out there to play with everything, and you're not getting pissed a lot. But I'm sure when I over there was quite a lot of quite a lot of pizzas on the pavement. Is it Cafe Del Mar? So you know you're young and hip. See, I'm old and I would just dream of going in them clubs. Probably if you go in them, they're very shite, really, isn't it? You never have you never been to the clubs? Have you not? I can imagine when they play it. I would imagine when they drop some sort of mad tune, it must go like absolutely crazy, isn't it? You know, but it's probably great, isn't it? I mean, if you're in that atmosphere, isn't it? Same age. Oh, you're just old then, isn't it? You getting your pension yet? You getting your pension? When you getting your pension? Or have you already got it? I ain't going to bed late tonight. I'm going to bed at 11 o'clock. I'll go 10 minutes and I'm buggering off. Then I'll be in bed by 11. What, there must be other, well, you obviously got like Malia, isn't it? Malia? What's it? Malia, Falaraki, is it? Are they still going them sort of places? You know, they're probably just, don't know. It's mad, isn't it? When you're young, you think you always interested in doing is just getting out your nut, aren't you? You've never been in a club. Um, what sort of club though? I think them clubs are nice, but I can think of like some pretty good, some really better clubs than a nightclub. But there you go. I'm sorry, can I go to bed if you want to? £9 for a bottle of water, is it? In it? Christ, mate, I'll tell you what, I bet you can't drink the water in the bogs. I bet there's no water. I bet it's just soap comes out. What's road? Falaraki? Is it Falaraki or Malia? I don't know. There's loads of places. I'm sure there must be hundreds of places. I'm sure like if you went to Miami, there's like certain streets that are like got loads of bars and like when you if I don't really wouldn't really frequent them sort of places. Like Magaluf. I've seen some videos of Magaluf and do you know what? It's actually quite a nice place. But everyone thinks Shagaloof, don't they? Ah, Shagaloof. Did I get the weather alert? Well, I was sitting around my son's and I thought, what's that? I said, what's that? And I don't know. He's looking at one phone. I said, well, it's over there. Oh, it's my phone. Oh, there's a weather alert. And then my daughter-in-law got it. I didn't get it. I said, no, I've turned it off. You can turn it off. I see that Cambridge University lied about his credentials as died, has he? Actually, I got in and my old phone, what you call it? My old phone had it on, the alert. I looked at it and I thought, what's that? It said some sort of alert, some government alert. It's like, I mean, do you think it's like, oh, it's hot? Well, but I know it's hot. And I, I think if you was fitter, you could suffer the heat more. I really do. Heat will fatigue you. So if you're fitter, it will take longer to become fatigued. And my understanding of like stress, your heart rate, stress, exercising, when you get fitter, your heart goes down. So your stress is, say, I don't know, 140. So if I'm starting at like 60, I've got longer to get to 140. If you're starting at 100, you've only got 40 beats to get to that stress level. That's my understanding. Probably the wrong way of describing it, but that's my understanding of stress and that. And I seriously think the worst thing is stress. I think the worst thing is stress. Good night. I definitely think the worst thing in life is stress and worry, concern and worry in it. But we're all made differently. Some people can't help but, worry about stuff. And a lot of people are worriers, and you think, I don't know what you're worrying about. You don't change anything, do you? Like, I'm astonished how many people say, they're worried about the boats and the UK's gone downhill, London's rubbish. I'm like, don't worry about it. Make sure you've got pucker CCTV, make sure you've got trackers and ghost immobilises on your motors, make sure you chain your motorbikes up, make sure your house is secure, make sure that you don't put yourself in harm's way. If there's a big group of people on that corner, cross over, try and avoid them, or go to a different street. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Why would you cross the road going like that? Why would you not look? and see any danger coming. Try and avoid danger and try and avoid bad situations, isn't it? If you can. If you say, well, I can't, then don't. You know, and I do believe I am a bit simplistic, and I do believe that most of us could sort out lots of stuff in our life, but I think it feels too hard to sort it out. We were saying earlier, because like, Mel Mechanic was talking about stuff. He said, "Oh, how's your diet?" He was, you know, saying what he's doing, and I keep saying to use NutriCheck. I said, because you factor in the calories. If you, all right, Sam, if you've got like, I don't know, if you like certain cakes or biscuits or crisps, I said, just factor them in, and then you can have them guilt free. And I was saying like Monjaro and things like that. I just wish, you know, the people that are going to go on it, because he was saying someone was going to go on it or something. I don't know, and they didn't or something. I said, I really wish someone like that would be encouraged to not go on it, but have 1 week of eating the very stuff that they will be able to eat when they have their gastric bypass or Monjaro for 1 week, but be super strong for only 7 days. I know it's incredibly hard. It will be incredibly hard. But I think if you manage that 7 days or 4 days and you got on the scales and you lost 3-4 pounds, you might go, actually, I tell you what, let's have another 4 days. I've managed 4 days and I feel like I'm a bit wobbly now. Okay, let's maybe do another couple of days. And if you get on the scales and it's keep going down, but obviously people can't do that. Or is it they're not given that option? You know, is it they don't know? Or maybe I could go to a dietitian and say, if I have a gastric band, what am I going to have? What will I be able to have? Some of these are terrible scales. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not qualified to give anyone sort of advice on anything. I mean, I know quite a bit of stuff, but I'm not qualified. But and like even smoking, I'm thinking if you're a smoker and want to give up and you smoke 20 a day, do you think it'd work if you smoke 18 a day for a little bit? And then I don't know, you know, if you manage that, could you do 17 a day? Well, but that's, I think my understanding as well is if you do rapid weight loss, you get gallstones, or it can be. And really, we haven't, I just don't want to take anything in. Jack, even if I watch too much TikTok, it's no good for my mind. If I, you know, have too much sugar, anything I put into my body, whether it's in my eyes, in my ears, up my nose, in my mouth, or in my veins, I don't think it's any good for me. I genuinely don't. I don't want any medication from my doctor. I think the day that I take a cholesterol pill or blood pressure pill, I just think, you know, then something will be wrong with my liver and they give me another pill. Because everything I take, there's a side effect in it. Even if I get too much knowledge from Facebook or too much knowledge from the Open University, there's a side effect to it, I think. I think smoking is different from being obese. Yeah, but Jack, I've never smoked. I've never had even one. That doesn't make me a good person. That just makes me fortunate. I'm not lucky. Fuck it, I ain't having that. I am not going to have I'm lucky. Fortunate. I'll take that on the chin. I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate. Not sure why I'm lucky. You know, and what about cancer chemo? Would you consume it? Well, I think you got to grab it, and you got to grab it. The chance at life, you got to grab. You grab 2 hands and my hand. I'd be doing as much as I could. Of course, I would. I'd want it, but I'd rather not be in a position where I have to have it. Personally, I'd rather be well if I can. But when people say you're lucky, I think if you work hard and you do lots of overtime and that, and no one says, "Oh, you're lucky," I'm going, "What? So I'm lucky I've given up all my fucking time to do all this overtime to buy my car? That I'm lucky, really?" So all my running, so me walking to swimming for 50 minutes, running home, what, I'm lucky? No, you need me poking you right in the eye if you say that. Because actually, you know what? You're better off going, yeah. Because I'll tell you what, I want to do. I like doing all the things that, in a way, and I don't think I'm deluded. I think pretty much everybody who smokes pretty wish they didn't. I think everyone who gets pissed, I'm pretty sure, or at some point they're going to go, fuck it, I wish I hadn't drunk as much. I do, I genuinely do. Someone who has too many donuts will probably wish they was like the person who only had 3 donuts rather than 6. But no one's going to admit that, are they? No one's going to admit it. Well, what I don't see, do you know what, Jack? I'm like, how could you be jealous of someone who's exercising? I don't get how you can be jealous of that. That's something you could do. Well, unless you've got one leg. If you've got one leg, you'll be going around in circles, wouldn't you? So if you want to go around in circles, hop there then. I don't get it, mate. I'm going, why would I be jealous of someone else? I'm not jealous of anyone else. Why would I be jealous of anyone? Because they ain't getting any more than me, are they? It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, but like credit cards, isn't it? What a mug I was, right? When I was young, right, I went to school and I just thought, I hate it. How imbecile, how much of an imbecile does that make me? And I don't know, like, weird. Cleaning my teeth. Who else said, yeah, I've cleaned them, and you went to bed when you were young? What a mug you are. Now your teeth are knackered, you're thinking, I really wish I'd looked after them. But you know what? Life has karma has a real good way, doesn't it? It gets you in the end, doesn't it? How's it going? All right, mate? Gets you in the end. I probably do too much exercise, but I don't care. I'm going to do it because I like it. Go to the gym. Mate, I like the gym. I tell you what really gets on my nerves, people on their phone. I'm like, fucking, I only use the machines. I cannot see the point of mirrors. I think they should be frosted. I should take them down. I want to go in and have the mirrors. I'll wrap them with frost so you can't see. I'll paint them. I want to spray them. Stop looking in the epoxy mirror. You know what your arm's like. I'm seeing my form. No, you're not. We all look in the mirror. Let's face it, if you think you're well hung, you look in the mirror and go, yeah, I like that. If you think you're like, you've got your lats are a bit triangular and you start to see your six pack, you look in the mirror, you breathe in and out. And tell me you don't do that. And if you're a lady, you might look and think, yeah, my cellulite's looking good today. Of course you do. Being fit is great when it's healthy. Yeah. Well, yeah, but everyone can do it. Yeah, of course I enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I remember doing a 10K in Danson Park and 2 laps around the park. And then on the second lap, it was like, there was like a lot of people round, like sheets and that, and this person had died. You thought, shit, I don't want to take roids. I go to the gym. Do I like the gym? It's easy. I think the gym's easy for me. It feels much easier. I'll tell you for me, I think running and swimming. That's it. Swimming does my nutting. You go there, I get in there and I think, I've got to swim for an hour. I've got to swim up and down this poxy pool for an hour. And the other week I've done 59 minutes and 32 seconds. And I thought, why didn't I just do another 25 seconds? And I don't know how many lengths I do. I've stopped. I tell you what, this is luxury now. I'm not setting my watch. I take my watch with me so I can know the time, only because I don't want to be late. Or I don't know, I've got loads of time, or I haven't got a lot of time, but I'm not even setting it. I don't want to set it. I don't want to. Strava, I don't give a toss about Strava now. I'm thinking, no, like tomorrow, I'm not going to set my watch. Did I set my watch this morning? No. Yes, I know, Jack, that's why I'm going to the gym. I've used gyms, I've used gyms for years, but not all the time. I've got into my running and I like my running. But that's exactly why I'm going to the gym. Well, I'll tell you what, when I was on Queen Anne, I started using the gym on sea days. Quite enjoyed it. All nice new posh machines, somewhere to put your phone, like the new Techno Gym or whatever they're called. They have a little pocket to put your phone, don't they? And there's a little thing to put your water or whatever. And so I thought, I'm going to join the gym when I come back. I go swimming, and it's a council one. And they charge £4.45 for swimming. So I used to go twice a week, which is about 36 quid roughly, isn't it? And I thought, how much? It's 42 quid to join, because the gym was like 12 quid or something. So what I used to do, this is very naughty. Don't do this, children, because it's very naughty. I used to book I'm going swimming, £4.45, and I'd go in the gym. Obviously, that's very naughty, but I don't give a toss because I thought, I get you 13 quid, stuff that. So, and I joined. I thought, well, for 42 quid, why not just join it? I'd like to do 2 second sessions a week, and I know I need to do it. One about 50 notes. That's where I go, Jack. I go to Woolwich. That's where I went today. I went to Woolwich Waves. I like Thamesmead because it's quieter. Woolwich Waves. I did go to the gym, but there's a fucking lot of peacocks down there. Christ, they're all like, what are you doing, you tart? Shut up looking in the mirror. And don't get me started on the phone. Fuck it. They're sitting on their phone. They're finished. They do, I don't know, 10 or whatever. Why are they counting? Just do a weight you can, is not struggling and going to smash it down and not eating like that, but in the middle, and just do it till it aches a bit, maybe 3 more and stop. Ah, mate, no, Jack, I ain't polite, mate. I go, oh, excuse me, how many more sets have you got to do? Or can I jump on? And I don't mean, really, I mean on them, I want to jump on their phone, really, but I don't say that. So, and most people go, oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll share it with you. I said, no, I only want to do one. I'm only doing one. I'm moving. Because what I do is I go, this machine, I don't know, I don't really count. I do sort of count. And then jump in with you. Well, there are some fit birds down there, mate, but my girlfriend wouldn't like that, so I don't, Jack. I tend to refrain from that now because I'll get in trouble. And I'll do one machine, I'll do that, and then what I'll do is I'll move to the next machine, and then the next machine, and I work my round. I do like 3 laps basically. I don't get it. I mean, I like TikTok, I love it, but do I really? I don't have my phone with me. I don't even have my phone with me. I don't really want to listen to, I don't know, Frankie Knuckles and Maze or Hoogle and Dancing to the Sun and Calvin Klein and Darude Sand. I don't want to listen to that. I just want to get on. I want to be knackered and go home. That's what I want to do. I know we can all do what we want, but I don't think they're really listening to tracks. They're like looking at stuff. And when you watch, they're looking at stuff and you think, what are you doing? One person wouldn't get off. I'm still using the machine. I said, well, no, you're clearly not because you're on your phone. Well, yeah, but I'm on the machine first. I went, tell you what, mate, stick it up your arse. I'm off. I went and used another machine. I couldn't be bothered. And he said, I don't be like that. I said, no, there isn't need to be like that because I've asked if I can jump on. You're sitting there, you're going to sit there for probably 5 minutes while you're resting. I don't know what you're resting for, but anyway, you're resting, which is fine. But if you got off and rested, someone else could use it. But obviously, if they start doing like taking the piss, doing like 100 reps, you go like, oi, get off, mate. I was on it. Or when someone gets on and say, look, how many did you do? Well, how long will you be? How long will your first set be? Oh, I do 12. Okay. Obviously, they're like a snail. You think, oh, shit. But I don't know. I think share it, innit? It's a valuable resource. There's not enough to go around, isn't it? I do like the Woolwich Waves. That's why I went today. And I like the pool because it opens at 6. I went there one night and it was rammed. So I thought, I'm never going to go there overnight. Under the A Bridge. What's the A Bridge? Is that like your undercarriage? But I'm not. Is it true that your friends? God, might be my sweetness. Old Spine Road. What's that? That's Nathan Way. Is that Nathan Way? When I used to go to Thamesmead, I'd run. When I was running, I'd run to the swimming. Harry Manaway. I know what you mean. Under the A Bridge. Oh, you mean the gym there or something? Mate, I'm nightmare. I say something and I never remember what I said. And then someone's answering that question. I'm like, what did I say? I'm terrible. I don't remember stuff. But yeah, Jack, I love my fitness. I do love it. Yeah. I actually used to know the old boy that run that. I don't. It's probably not him now. But I quite like the council one gym. I'm not really a sort of a, like someone say, how much do you bench? I'm like, no idea. Don't know. Just depends about there. Some I know when I get on the press, the one, I don't know what you call it, where you push your feet and straighten your legs out. That's about 110. The numbers are irrelevant. Yeah, no, I know the one you mean. The numbers are irrelevant. It doesn't matter the numbers you're lifting, does it? The main thing is you're there. You're there. And I think gyms are quite intimidating. I do. Because there's always that. It's a bit of a macho thing, isn't it? It's like, look what I'm lifting. It's not bothered. You know, I struggle like the one, with this one where you lift up. That's hard. I can pull down quite a bit, but lifting up is, no, that's hard. That's hard. And down at Woolwich, they do, at Thamesmead, they've got this one where you push it, and people smash it down. And the amount of times I've had to like thread all the wire back on because someone's let it smash down, then it don't work. And then they wonder why the machines are broke. Oh, they're broke. It's like, well, yeah, because you're smashing them down. The wire's jumping off. The other day I got one of them and I thought, what's up with this? I couldn't work out. I put my hands up inside. Feels like it's all going around the runners, and it was at the bottom one. It had just come off. And people are still using it. I'm thinking, you're going to break it. But I'll always try and put it back if I can. But yeah, I was surprised. The ones down at Woolwich are quite clever because I don't know, is it an abductor or something you call it? But you push in, but you can push out, and you just spin the pads round. And that, I think down at Thamesmead, I'm on 45, and went there and I put it on. I couldn't even move it. I went, shit, I can't even move the bloody thing. So I went up and I think it was like 25, and I thought, all I can think is the shape is not better for you or anything. I think it's just maybe there longer, so you get more leverage, I guess. But I only use machines. I'm not really into free weights. I couldn't be bothered to try and sit there and, it's a faff about, isn't it? Put all the weights on the bar and, nah. Free weights. Probably I wouldn't mind doing you when you get dumbbells and you twist on it. Do you know what? You could spend, I think you could spend a hundred, not 100, I reckon you could spend about 60 hours a day doing every single exercise if you want to exercise every single muscle in your body. It's just there's too many, variations in it. My understanding, if you sit on a bench and you more upright, you're doing this bit when you do this. But again, I'm not qualified. And it's just too many of there. There's too many. I like the gym. I think, look, the gym is really good. Don't let me discourage you from the gym, but don't let me discourage you from walking. Don't let me discourage you from, yes, you should sort out your diet, but I think if you're not doing any exercise, I think you should start get active first, then sort your diet out. Because I think trying to lose weight by just calorie controlled, I think is hard work. It seems too slow. That's what I think it is. If you just literally say, I want to lose 3 stone or 4 stone, and you're just going to do it by calories, it feels like super slow, doesn't it? And we're impatient. We like results. I can't remember much. My girlfriend said you have to lose, that people will notice it. And how good does that feel? When someone says you're looking well, have you lost weight? Especially if you're trying to lose weight, how good do you feel? And compliments, give people compliments and encourage people to do these things. I'm astonished everybody don't. I'm astonished. I go out for a walk in the morning and you think, how comes everybody's not out walking? Or more people are not out walking? Is it too slow? Is it you don't like it? Anyone else waiting for their PIP payment at midnight? PIP payment? What's that when it's at home? No, I'm definitely not waiting until midnight. I'll be tucked up in bed, mate. I don't actually want to go to bed. I want to go to bed and just go straight to sleep because I think I ain't going to sleep. It's too hot, isn't it? Let's just sleep outside. Not sure why you would sort of user not found. Not sure why you would call that. How many followers you got? So you're following 3 people. You can't even bother to write a bio. And you've got clearly a picture that you've just lifted off the internet. I've got to say, I don't know, mate. Not sleep. I sleep all right, but even I'm like, this is a bit hot. And it'll soon go down, won't it? We actually want it to be this temperature now, but middle of the day, don't we? That's what we want. I get personal payment to the UK government that I spunk off at the bookies. Unfortunately, you don't, and you're giving it the big one, and I'm going to ignore you, all right? User not found. I'm going to make user not found. I'm struggling. In my life, I'm struggling. I tend to talk to people. And my doctor, he said apparently I've got avoid knob syndrome and I've got to perfect it. I said, what should I do? And he said, well, anyone you think's a knob, ignore them. He said, it's very hard because it's you. He said, what you're going to do, Gary, you're going to act like it's your last meal and you're starving. You will bite. You will bite. He said, but think of cakes. Before you come online, think of cakes. And I'm thinking about them. And tonight I didn't think about enough cakes. So I've done. But anyway, I'm going to ignore you now. So I think it's courteous to tell someone that I'm going to be rude to them. I think that's, if someone's going to be rude to me, I quite like that. A letter would even be better. They send me a letter. I've had people before send me letters, say, by the way, now I'm intending on being rude to you. And I like that person. I sort of have some sort of respect for them because I think they're a bit of a good person. But anyway, there you go. Mate, I can't talk to you. I'm sorry, mate. Look, I'm sorry I can't talk to you. Actually, I'm not. I'm lying. And you shouldn't lie in life. I shouldn't be a liar. That is not right. I can be ugly. You can be ugly or a liar. You can't be both. All right? So there you go. So you can comment. You are helping the live. But I think you're better off to go to somewhere where someone would appreciate you. Okay? And that's my last word. So now I'm going to talk to other people. I'm not going to go to bed, actually. Because why not? Because I'm getting up early tomorrow and going doing park run. What's that? Big ass 125? What's that mean? Reason Shagass. Well, you've got to see your doctor. You've got to follow your doctor, innit? Your doctor's words, what he says.